Hello everyone, and welcome back into my channel. My name's soujisakatattv, I'm a cybernetic cat VTuber, and this is going to be my second reaction to the epic rap battles of history. I absolutely love this channel. I did the first reaction to Marx vs. Ford it was a little over a week ago now. I really wanted to do more of these, but I had to figure out the order to do them in. There are 84 to the 84th power ways to do that, however many zeros that is. I don't care about math enough to do that math, so it's a lot. So we're going to go in reverse order. We did Marx vs. Ford. The next most recent is Indiana Jones and Lara Croft. I have seen this battle, but it's been a while. So we're going to go watch it again and dissect it a little bit, have some fun. If you haven't checked me out yet, I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/soujisakatattv. I'm on X at soujisakatattv. And if you've found my YouTube, well, you're here already. So, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Go follow me on Twitch. And without further ado, let's get into it. Indiana Jones and Lara Croft. Let's see. I want to think the first time I watched this, I picked Indiana Jones. But I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to watch this with a fresh mind. Like I said, it has been a while. Let's go.
Epic rap battles of history. Lara Croft.
Oh, right, her.
Versus Indiana Jones.
Let's get this battle cracking. I'll leave you like a reboot.
Yes.
Used to be the queen of booby trapping. What happened? You got too woke to be fun. Now my Indiana kind of.
Whoa.
No.
Okay, I pressed pause. I don't know what the judder was. I tried to press space to pause it, and it, like, glitched halfway. That was weird. Either way, let's start from the beginning here. There is actually a count list, I think, of the amount of times the announcer, that guy, there's a number of times he's been, like, interrupted. I know Steve Jobs did it. I'm trying to think of who else did it. There's only been a handful of times he's not got to finish, and this is one of them, where he actually gets interrupted. And I love it because it's Indiana Jones. Let's get this battle cracking. The crack of a whip, which Indy is, of course, famous for carrying a whip. So I love that. Like, you know, he's going to get it cracking by cracking off the whip. I love that. And then I'll leave you like your reboot flattened. For those of you who don't know about the original Tomb Raider games, Lara was, we'll say, well endowed. And when they redid the newer games, or at least the one game I know, like, was it Tomb Raider? I don't know which number it was. After the first couple of games or whatever, they made her a little less top-heavy. So he'll leave you like your reboot flattened. And, of course, the following line, the queen of booby trapping. What happened? So, yeah, that's hence I love the tie there. That's such a good joke. Whoa, there it's doing that weird thing again. Okay, I'm going to refresh the page here real quick, because something's glitched. We're just going to start this off from the beginning again. I apologize for that. I don't know what's happening.
Lara Croft. Versus
She's a really good Lara Croft, by the way.
Indiana Jones.
Crack!
Let's get this battle cracking. I'll leave you like a reboot. Flattened. Used to be the queen of booby trapping. What happened? You got too woke to be fun. Now my Indiana kind of don't want none.
I love that, yes. Used to be the queen of booby trapping. What happened? Well, you got too woke to be fun, because she did kind of start getting, there got to be a little bit more controversial aspects added to Tomb Raider over time. So yeah, she did get, in some people's eyes, too woke to be fun. And, of course, the, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun reference. That's amazing. Funny coming from him because Indiana Jones is terrified of snakes. Hey, now it's working.
What happened? You got too woke to be fun. Now my Indiana
Anaconda don't want none.
Too many voices inside you. You burn through women quicker than I do. I think you should have dropped Hollywood as an option when even Angelina gave you up for adoption.
Ooh, okay. So there's too many voices inside you. That's a great reference to the fact that Lara Croft has had an absolute ton of voice actors over the course of time. She has had many different voices. that represented her. So yeah, there's too many voices inside you. And also the fact that because she's been through so many VAs in the past, she does burn through women quicker than Indiana Jones's love life, who is, yeah, he's had a few ladies. And you should have gave Hollywood up as an option when even Angelina gave you up for adoption. Angelina Jolie, of course, played Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider movies, and she's also very famous for adopting many, many children. That's one of the things she is more well-known for in her personal life. So yeah, if Angelina Jolie gives you up for adoption, yeah, you're in trouble. That's not good.
Let's cut to the chase. Wait, he died. I guess you couldn't tap the X and tie the bandicoot to your family's playing in ashes, kid. You got a tragic history with crashing.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes. Let's cut to the chase. Lara Croft, in one of the games, she had a boyfriend named Chase, and yeah, he didn't make it. And I love the quick time, like, event thing here. Yeah, this is what it looks like in the game when you have those quick time events, and you have to press the X button, or whatever button it prompts you. In this case, it would be X. And, of course, tap that X in time. So, yeah, she couldn't get with Chase. She couldn't tap that X. Yeah, that's, if you know, you know. That's a good one. Couldn't tap that X in time. And then, what was it?
And the bandicoot to your family's playing in ashes.
Yeah, from the Bandicoot, because, of course, Crash Bandicoot, another PlayStation classic. And Bandicoot being Crash Bandicoot. And her family's plane crash, which always seems to happen. It's like every superhero movie starts with a orphanage or an orphan child. It's the same thing with Lara Croft. She always has to end up an orphan somehow. It's kind of sad, honestly. You feel bad for her a little bit.
Ashes, kid, you got a tragic history with crashing. Puzzle I'm trying to beat is figuring out why you're dressed for the beach. I've seen more class than the kids I teach. You can rise all you want, and I'm still out of reach.
Ooh, yeah, that is a good point again. Why is Lara Croft always wearing shorts and a tank top? The last thing you want to wear in the jungle is shorts and a tank top. There are too many poisonous and bitey bugs and critters. I'm also not an outdoorsy person, so yeah, I'm with Indy on that one. You should not be dressed for the beach in the rainforest hunting for treasure. And then, what was it? I've seen more class from the kids that I teach. You can rise all you want. I'm still out of reach. Of course, Indiana Jones was a teacher, so he's seen more class because he's constantly in one teaching kids. And the Tomb Raider, there was a game, Rise of the Tomb Raider. You can rise all you want. Indiana Jones is still always going to be above that, is what he's saying. So that's actually a really good bar.
So go grab your relics and run. You versus me is sword versus gun.
Yes.
4 notes of my theme exceed everything you've done.
Dr. Jones, you know.
That's great. There was a Tomb Raider relic run. I think it was like Temple Run kind of thing. It was a mobile game, if I remember right. It's been a long time. But I do like that. Go grab your relics and run. The famous scene from, I think it was Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Indy's... In real life, actually, Harrison Ford was very ill that day on set playing Indiana Jones, and he was doing this fight scene, and of course, being sick, he was very tired, very exhausted, and the final boss comes in, and he's like, it's this sword, like, machete-wielding guy, and he's flipping this sword around, and I guess Harrison Ford was just so tired that day, he just pulled out his prop gun, pointed it to the guy, pulled the trigger, and of course the guy, playing the role just fell over like he'd got shot, and they thought it was so funny, and Ford's portrayal of the frustration because he was so sick and tired, he literally was just like, you know what, screw it, I'm just shooting the last guy so I can go sit down. So they kept that, and yeah, that's sword versus gun. They always say don't bring a sword to a gunfight, or a knife to a gunfight. It's bring a knife to a gunfight, but sword's just a really big knife anyways. And then, of course, just the first 4 notes of my theme exceed everything you've done. Because if I go, ba-da-da-da, that's 4 notes, and you instantly know that's Indiana Jones. I love that. That's great. All right, so we got Lara coming in finally. Let's see.
Honey, just the first 4 notes of my theme.
Peter doing a great Indy.
Dr. Jones, you're no rival. You've been getting owned since Give Me the Whip, Throw Me the Idol. Indiana Conda, for heaven's sake, you'd shit those dickies at a garter snake. You stole your famous
Oh, yep, that's a good one too. That, yeah. What was it? Yeah, because you've been getting owned since "Give Me the Whip, Throw Me the Idol." When Indy gets in a pinch in the first movie, he's like, "Give me the whip, give me the idol," and of course, he gives him the idol, and the guy just doesn't give him the whip. He still gets out of it, but yeah, he gets kind of screwed there. That's a really good comeback, and yeah, Indy Anaconda, because yeah, he hates snakes, so he wouldn't even be caught around an anaconda, much less a garter snake. That's a really good one.
Anaconda, for heaven's sake! You'd shit those dickies at a garter snake! You stole your famous leather daddy jacket and Stetson from the cold dead hands of Charlton Heston. Some ladies mistake you for brave and hunky, but you're such a toxic date you could kill a little monkey. Marry.
Whoa, there's that weird glitchy thing again. That's the, those are a couple of references I don't know as well. I'm just gonna have to take that at face value. I guess he must have stole a look from Charlton Heston. That one I'm not as familiar with. And, such a toxic date you could kill a little monkey. It's been a long time since I've seen Indiana Jones. I'm guessing that's a reference to something. You're gonna have to let me know that one. I don't remember that, unfortunately. It's been too long, I'm afraid. Alright.
Some ladies mistake you for brave and hunky, but you're such a toxic date you could kill a little monkey. Marion is 15 when he raided her bones. That's no time for love, Dr. Jones. This is one temple that you'll never be exploring. You're not John Williams, so you ain't scoring.
Now, that's a good one, though. That one I do get. So, yeah, the one girl that was kind of crushing on Indiana might have been one of his students, and she was a little bit younger than he was, to the tune of 15 years old, apparently. I would not have remembered the age, but I'll take that from the... We got that info. That's surface level. But so, yeah, the next movie, they're just kind of a couple. It's like, okay, yeah, so apparently they found a way around that age gap, whether they waited or whatever. And then, of course, John Williams, you ain't scoring. Oh, yeah, because this was one temple you'll never be exploring. They always, common phrase is, my body is a temple. So she's saying, I'm one temple you're not going to be exploring. You're not John Williams, so you ain't scoring. John Williams created the famous da-da-da-da, da-da-da. He also did, I think... Don't quote me on this. I think he was responsible for Star Wars, and I'm going to Google this real quick. What else did John Williams do? We're going to look this up real quick, because I want to see what else he did. Oh, man, he's older than I thought. He's 91. Wow. Yeah, Indiana Jones. He did Jaws. He did Star Wars, Schindler's List, Jurassic Park. Yeah, he's a very, very famous composer who has done many movies. Star Wars. Oh, he did Harry Potter, too. That's insane. I didn't realize how many movies this guy had done. So yeah, John Williams, very famous composer, very good at what he does. And, of course, you call a movie soundtrack a score. Good bar.
3 decades in the game and my fans still adore me. You tried alien skulls and chose poorly. Your whole story got blown up on a sitcom. There's a big bang you can't hide in the fridge from.
Okay. Awesome costume change to the, 2010s area Tomb Raider. That's the Tomb Raider I remember. This is, of course, original Tomb Raider from the 90s. But this Tomb Raider is very much 2010s. Actually, probably my favorite look of Lara, just in particular. But yeah, she has been in the gaming world for 3 decades now, which is kind of insane to think about. And yeah, the Indiana Jones movie with the alien skulls really didn't go well. And then what was the Big Bang thing? Didn't they figure out that Indiana Jones would have never survived the nuke by hiding in the refrigerator? It would have still killed him. And they figured that out on, I think it was Big Bang. It must have been Big Bang Theory. So, I don't know. I never watched Big Bang Theory, but I did hear about that through, was it a meme or something? I forget. I saw it on the internet at some point. That's another good bar, though, calling him out on, your whole story and everything you did, it got completely blown out of whack and debunked on a sitcom. Not even a science show. Just a funny sitcom. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And chose poorly. Your whole story got blown up on a sitcom. There's a big bang you can't hide in the fridge from. Hang up the whip before you crack a hip. I think even Mutt wants you to quit.
Just do it!
Hang up the whip before you crack a hip, because Harrison Ford is getting quite old these days. I think even Mutt wants you to quit. Mutt, of course, his son, played by Shia LaBeouf, and that's the famous Shia LaBeouf "Just do it" meme. That's great. Oh, man.
Hide in the fridge, frog. Hang up the whip before you crack a hip. I think even Mutt wants you to quit.
Just do it!
I kill dinosaurs for fun. What's another old geezer? I'll lock us battle up like Winston in the freezer.
Okay, and then the good closing bar. In the first Tomb Raider game, that was a thing you could do, was lock the Butler Winston into a freezer. So that's a very, very good reference to the original game. But also, there was a game in which she killed dinosaurs as well. I think it was a T-Rex you had to shoot and kill. And she's calling him an old dinosaur. So she's already killed one dinosaur. Might as well kill more of them, like Indy. Because, again, Harrison Ford's old. So a couple of old bars there. These are also really good prop guns that look like they've had a lot of use. I don't know where they get the... Those are some cool prop guns. Like, those are well done. Sorry, I'm a bit of a... like, cosplay and prop connoisseur. I make a lot of my own props when I cosplay. Those are some seriously good prop pistols. That's cool.
Dinosaurs belong in a museum!
I haven't served a full course meal of chilled Indian.
Again, I forgot about that line, too. That's good. Of course, Indiana, everything he always saves, it's like, it belongs in a museum. That's why he wants to... He's never raiding for profit. He always wants to bring it home and put it in a museum. So, yeah, that's... if you find a dinosaur, you shouldn't kill it. You should put it in a museum where it belongs and let people treasure it forever.
Dinosaurs belong in a museum!
I haven't served a full course meal of chilled Indian voodoo. And they don't even kill as many animals as you do. You're corrupting the youth. They should be outside, not trying to unload the barrels on your thighs. You might have ditched those pistols akimbo.
Oh, yes. Another good bar there. Because, yeah, Lara does kill a lot of animals and people throughout her adventures. Indy does too, but, I mean, like, the entire first movie, they're all Nazis. So, you can't really blame him. Hey, you know, if you're going to have to kill somebody, that's probably the best possible way to have to do it. Yeah, just go after the evil people. So, yeah, Lara arguably does kill some evil people, but yeah, she kills a lot of animals and stuff, too. That's a good comeback. And then, of course, you know, you're corrupting the youth because Indy very much old school, where Lara is a video game character. So that's a good, you know, you're corrupting the youth who should be outside. I'm not trying to, you understand. I won't get too graphic here, but if you know, you know.
But you're still the same rich backflipping
Whoops.
load barrels on your thighs. You might have ditched those pistols akimbo, but you're still the same rich backflipping bimbo. A brat with a treasure map to catastrophe, stuff in your knapsack with innocent casualties. Square Enix didn't watch anymore.
Yeah, and another good point on Indy's side there. Maybe, yeah, because, okay, she doesn't use the pistols like she used to anymore. That used to be her thing, was like 2 pistols. But now you can get bows and a little bit of any kind of weapons in the games if I know the games correctly. Again, I haven't played them. But yeah, she doesn't use the pistols anymore, and she does do a surprisingly large amount of, like, acrobatics and gymnastics to get around, instead of just traditional, like, exploration. I guess it's a fun game mechanic, but it is a little odd for an archaeologist to be, like, doing backflips off of things. You aren't going to see Simone Biles at an archaeology dig anytime soon, I'm guessing. So, a bit of an odd thing. Innocent casualties. Again, going back to Chase and the other people that have died in her quest to find things. And everything else she does. Yeah, she does have a good amount of innocent casualties. Another good bar. Where's he going with the Square Enix bar? I don't remember.
Map to catastrophe, stuff in your knapsack with innocent casualties. Square Enix didn't watch anymore. That's why they dropped you like a J in the floor. When they designed your core, they ripped my style and jiggled in a bit of girl's Polygon Wild. You took
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I forgot. I don't remember much of this battle at all. I'm surprised. But yeah, that's another good bar from Indy. Square Enix didn't want you anymore, because Square Enix did buy Tomb Raider, and then pretty much sold it off pretty cheap, if I remember. It was not a very good sale. It was... I apologize for the background noise. That's my furnace turning on. It's cold here. It's winter. But yeah, where was I at? Yeah, Square Enix. They sold the Tomb Raider franchise. Yeah, they dropped, and what is it? Square Enix didn't want you anymore, that's why they dropped you like a J in the floor. Wasn't that... I want to think Indiana Jones had to... Was it Jehovah or Genova? He had to spell an old biblical name, thought it was spelled with J and it wasn't, and ended up falling through the floor because he picked the wrong name in some kind of trap. And it was supposed to start with a G because of the spelling or something. Again, it's been a long time since I've seen Indiana Jones movies. Yeah, that's a good one. Dropped you like a J in the floor.
When
What was it?
Core, they ripped my style.
Yeah, and they ripped your style. Because, yeah, they did kind of, like, the whole exploration of tombs and stuff, they did kind of do the same style of, like, hunting for artifacts as Indiana Jones does with the traps and the, you know, exploring these abandoned areas. So they did rip his style and then jiggled it a bit of girls' polygon wild. Of course, polygons are what make up video game characters, and the original Lara was very polygonal and square. And of course, Girls Gone Wild. If you're old enough and are into that type of thing, you know what that is as well. So that's another really good bar. I like how even this battle is. I forgot how good this was, where they go back and forth so much.
And jiggled in a bit of girls' polygon wild.
You took 3D to uncharted territory. Now you're just in uncharted territory. Overshadowed by Drake like,
Well, wait, somebody needs to make a tune for your old game.
If you wanna...
Ooh. And that's a really good way to end for Indy. That's a really good verse. What was it exactly? You took 3D to uncharted territory. Because she did. That was like the big first open world 3D adventure game that really like opened the genre up. And now, yeah, it is kind of just a competitor to Uncharted, the video game with Nathan Drake. And that leads to the next line. She's overshadowed by Nathan Drake. She's overshadowed by a Drake, just like Lil Wayne was. And Lil Wayne, of course, was on the music scene, and when Drake came in, he got kind of overshadowed by it. And, of course, just somebody needs to make a tomb for your whole game. Yeah, it is kind of a dead franchise now. I don't think there's been a Tomb Raider game come out in a while now, so good finish from Indy there. Let's see what Lara's got for her last verse.
overshadowed by Drake like,
Well, wait, somebody needs to make a tune for your old game.
If you want a top game, stick to sorry. That verse was worse than your crap on Atari. Oh, Vtuber the Explorer thinks he's tough. You must have gotten dragged behind too many trucks. So strapped.
Ouch. Yeah, there was an old Atari Indiana Jones game, and yeah, I heard it wasn't very good. I'm too young to have played an Atari. I'm only 27. That was kind of before my time. But yeah, I have heard about that game not supposedly very good. It's a shame. They were actually teasing a new indie game back when, like, PS2, PS3 era games. They even had a whole, like, demo for it and everything, but I guess it got canceled, and it looked really cool from the demo I saw way back when, but it never really got brought into fruition, so... And then been tough and dragged behind too many trucks. He has been dragged behind a lot of trucks. I don't get where that's... That just kind of seemed like a basic level bar, though.
Some blocks on short rounds and pump the brakes. The only
Oops.
overshadowed...
Whoa, I forgot to rewind.
I gotten dragged behind too many trucks. So strap some blocks on short rounds and pump the brakes. The only overshadowed thing is that face. I'm whooping you so bad I should get flagged for cheating. Like Muller around with a heart and he's taking a beating.
Ooh, another good one. Strap some blocks on Short Round. Short Round, of course, one of Indy's many sidekicks. And Short Round was, of course, short, hence the name. So to drive a car, he had to have blocks tied to the bottom of his shoes so he could reach the pedals and drive. So hence, strap some blocks on Short Round and pump the brakes. And the only overshadowed thing is that face. Yeah, Indy always with the 5 o'clock shadow. And what was the Mola Ram heart? There was I know there was a part in Indy where somebody had a beating heart in their hand. I don't remember the whole detail. I'm guessing that's a reference to that. I don't remember. It's been too long, I'm afraid, but I know that's a reference to a movie of some sort.
I'm the first wet dream gamers ever had. a Halloween costume for out-of-shape dad. Oh, my bad. Your dad was never present. At best, the affection you got was sloppy seconds. You ditched your sidekick, never met your own kid.
Ouch.
Cause his mum cut you off like a rope bridge. You're a dog, Indiana, that's fact. The only thing you're loyal to's a hat, no cap.
Ouch. Now see, those are deep cuts. That hurts. Yes, technically, yeah, there was the first, that gamers ever had. There was definitely many rumors of nude codes, and like because it was the first 3D game with like assets, and Lara had some assets of her own. That was definitely a thing back then where, there was a lot of people who really had a thing for Lara Croft. And yeah, Indiana Jones is definitely a out-of-shape dad Halloween costume, because it's just it's basically just a button-up shirt, a leather jacket, a whip, and a hat. Anybody can pull off an Indiana Jones cosplay, or costume, or Halloween I think I might have just found a new Halloween costume for next year. I'm going to have to remember that one. Indiana. I guess I could talk like Indiana Jones. We'll worry about that later. I'm getting off topic. What else did I miss? Oh yeah, the affection you got was sloppy seconds. I forget. I know Indy had a lot of family troubles. You ditched your sidekick, yeah, because he ditched Short Round, and you just kind of fell out of the movies, never came back. Your sidekick never met your own kid. Because his mom cut you off like a rope bridge. Yeah, because he only met Mutt way later into his life. And, because Mutt's mom cut him off, which I think was the woman he met in the school. I don't remember. I'm getting too off topic. Indy's family life is a mess. Yeah, that's a hard bar to take, because she's cutting deep into Indy's family right there. That hurts.
Off like a rope bridge. You're a dog, Indiana, that's fact. The only thing you're loyal to's a hat, no cap.
That was the other one. You're a dog, Indiana. Yes, because technically his name is not Indiana. That's the family dog's name is Indiana, but he always takes it. And that's his dad's retort all the time is, we named the dog Indiana. That I do remember. And he's always losing his hat and snatching it out of the clutches of danger just in time to keep his hat. So yeah, he is extremely loyal to his hat. And I love the only thing you're loyal to is that hat. No cap. So yeah, that was back before no cap bars, I think, were a little burnt out. But again, a good retort in one of Indy's shortcomings there.
Your face straight melted and you lost that smolder, so make like a boulder and roll your ass over. Cause Junior, the baby boomer beating me and rapping, that's like my nude code. Never gonna happen.
Ooh. I did not remember that end. I did not remember that ending. What was it? Yeah, because Indy is technically a baby boomer, where Lara would be like a Gen X, where rap was coming up. So that would be odd for a baby boomer to beat a Gen X at rapping. That is a good point. And yeah, Indy's Harrison Ford, I think, does, as he's getting older, he has some medical issues now, so his face, of course, is, as everyone's will as they get older, losing a little bit of its function and stuff like that. Did he have I don't know if he had a stroke or not. Whatever the case is, of course, getting older, he's not as young and spry as he once was, so she's throwing that out too. But a very good battle overall. I forgot a lot of this battle. I know I've seen it before, but I don't remember a lot of the bars, so I do now, but I didn't as I was going through there. So that was a good battle. Who won, though? I see, Lara had some deeper cuts. Indy had more funny punchlines. And I really like both. You know what? The answer's on screen. You decide. I'm gonna call probably a lot of these a tie, and I know people won't like that, but I genuinely think both people did a really good job playing, or throwing their case out there. If I had to pick, I'd probably say Indy, just because I've actually seen Indy and I've never played Tomb Raider. And let's be real, Indy's cool, so. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you think Lara won, if you think Indy won, If you have answers to something I couldn't remember, again, it's been probably 10 years or more since I've seen Indy, and I've only seen, like, information about Tomb Raider on the internet, so definitely if I've missed something, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Soji. I will catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully I'll be releasing it next Tuesday. That's what I'm going to be shooting for, is every Tuesday night. I have some free time every Tuesday night, so I'm hoping it'll be a good time to record. Next week I do have some dental work, so that may be a little bit later, but we'll find out. So, but thank you guys again for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good evening. I'm out.